Good evening, viewers. This is your usual friend Joseph Dagaare. I am here again for us to continue with the learning of the Dagaare language. This evening I am in the farm, and I want us to look at some things that we are likely to find in the farm and their local names. Where I am right now is inside a shed. I mean S-H-E-D, shed. The shed is known in Dagaare as Sigi, S-I-G-I, Sigi. Sometimes some will just say Sig, that is S-I-G. What we need to know is that when we say Sigi, it is the name of a shed, but it can also represent a verb that means to go down or to descend. Let's take it that you are inside a car and then you have arrived at your destination, and the driver has to tell you to go down. The driver will say Sigi, that is get down. So even as we have the name Sigi to mean shed, Sigi also stands for the phrase to get down. Another way of saying Sigi, that is to get down, is Sigtinge, that is get down. Okay, so I am inside Sigi. It is drizzling, and that is the reason why I am inside the Sigi. Now, coming to the farm, I just found a snail, a very big one, the wild one of course. Though I don't eat it, I admire its appearance because I am someone who appears nature. So I'm going to give it to someone who eats it, but I taboo it because it's not a common animal in my culture. It's not an edible one in my culture. So a snail in Dagaare is called gelman. Gelman. Just listen to it very well. Gel, like you mentioned gel. So you say gel, then you say man, like someone would demonstrate kissing by saying ma. So turn the ma to ma, and then you add n, and you will have gelman. So gelman is snail. Now other other dialects will say jawel. Jawel is just like jar and then well, but they call the well as whale, jawel. So but in the central Dagaare language we use the gelman. Nye gelman, that is sea snail. Okay, I'm going out of the shed to let you see other things too that we have in the farm and their Dagaare names. Okay, as you can see, this is plantain, and plantain in Dagaare is bara. When we say bara, though it stands for plantain, it also means a deaf person in Dagaare. One who cannot hear, one who is hard to hear is also called bara. For instance, this man is bara adonga barala. Adonga barala. That is, this man is a deaf person, meaning he can't hear. Other people also call, or other words for bara is wong, or others will say wong or wong, meaning the person cannot hear. So, but in this context, we are talking about plantain, and that is bara. Intala bara in Wiepo. Intala bara in Wiepo, meaning I have plantain in my farm. You can still follow me to learn about many other things. And the next thing I would want you to learn in Dagaare is okro. Okro. You can see okro here. It's a fresh one. So okro is called salong in Dagaare. S-A-A-L-O-N-G. Salong. Don't call it salon. It's not salon, it's salon. Salon means okro. Salon can also stand for any slippery material, like it is salon. Will I be correct that way? Yes, well, slippery vegetables that are slippery and are used in the place of the okro are equally called salon. Now we have examples like salon pla. Unfortunately, I don't have them here to show you. And then I'm still working in the farm, and I want you to learn as many things that we never knew their names. Yes, you can see me. I'm standing under a cassava plant. Cassava in Dagaare is called Dagana. Dagana. Cassava is called Dagana. That is D-A-G-A-N-A. Dagana. Well, others will decide to call it Danyaga. That is root, because it is a root plant. It's a root tuber plant. So whether you call it Danyaga or Dagana, that is for cassava. Okay, so Dagana is cassava. Now let's also look at cocoa. Cocoa. It's possible some of us have not seen cocoa before, especially those of us living in northern Ghana. Now this is cocoa plant. This is the young one, about some months old, maybe like 6-7 months. This is cocoa. In Dagaare, cocoa is called ore or ora. Ora is actually a transferred name onto cocoa. Why is it so? When you go to the Dagaare environment, and I mean northern Ghana, you will find a plant, a wild plant that bears fruits to look like the cocoa pod. And then for this reason, when the Dagaare started migrating down to cultivate cocoa, they compared the similarities between the cocoa pod and that of the ore pod, and they decided to call it as ore, because when you see the seeds of cocoa and the seeds of ore, they are just similar, except that the real ore is a creeping plant, whereas that of the cocoa crop is an erected plant. There are a lot of similarities you can see, especially in their pods, and that is why they have transferred the name ore onto the cocoa plant or the cocoa. So in a place where cocoa is cultivated, Dagaare and such area will call the cocoa as ore. That is, ore is the plural form, and then the singular is ora. 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 You can just take something like how you say oral, but this one is o. Ora. Don't add the L to make it oral, just say ora. So ora is the name given to cocoa. There are many other things that we shall be learning later, but for the moment, this is what I want us to say. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.